It was 10 years ago today that the nation was stunned by the worst high school shooting in U.S. history. 2 teenagers killed a teacher and 12 fellow students at Colorado's Columbine High, and they also wounded 24 others before committing suicide. CBS News correspondent Mark Strassmann is at Columbine High this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Harry. Columbine High behind me is closed today for this anniversary, and for many people in this community, this is bound to be a rough day. They're memories of kids killing other kids.
In Columbine's chaos, he was the boy in the window. Patrick Ireland's fight to overcome the unthinkable stood out, then and now.
My entire instinct was just for survival. Just get out.
In their rampage, killers Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris left Ireland in the library, shot twice in the head. Partially paralyzed, delirious, he willed himself toward the window.
So now, when you look at this, what goes through your mind?
My entire crawl was filled with just adrenaline and fear, the fact that they might come back in and kill me.
13 people were killed in the rampage. And last night, Columbine's community remembered the fallen. 1 teacher and 12 students, including Daniel Mauser.
Smiling innocence, I guess is the way I would describe him.
And even though Tom Mauser lost a son,
the parents here have had the victory. We have shown that we can overcome it.
It's a victory this community sees in lives they've rebuilt.
Will never be normal. Get back to normal. We just had to redefine what normal is.
In Patrick Ireland's case, he had to learn to walk and talk again. He graduated valedictorian of his Columbine class, got married, and is now a financial planner.
I'm not going to allow that event define who I am as a person.
Many people here say the same thing. They're not going to allow the event to define who they are or what they can achieve in life. Inside this school, the library where most of the killings happen has been torn out. An atrium has replaced it. But other scars here, even with time, have never gone away. Harry?
Mark Strassmann, thank you. Joining us now from Denver are 2 Columbine survivors. Lauren BEYER-BOHN was a 15-year-old freshman that day, and Craig Scott, who was in the school library and whose sister Rachel was the first student killed. Thank you both for taking the time to be with us this morning, and good morning.
Good morning.
Craig, let me start with you. Is this something you live with every day?
Well, it is something that I've dealt with every day since 10 years since it's happened. It's the reason I've dealt with it for every day since 10 years is because I've taken what's happened and taken the story of myself and my sister into schools with a program that my family started called Rachel's Challenge. And we've seen an immense amount of good come from that program. And so it is a day that I think about constantly since it happened, and it's a day that has changed my life and changed who I am. It's made me a deeper, stronger person, and I've been able to focus on something that was positive since the shooting happened.
Which was?
Which was my sister's story. My sister, you know, the Columbine shooting happened, and it was a very angry, hateful thing that the 2 shooters did, and I feel like an antidote to anger and hatred is kindness and compassion.
Which was the embodiment of your sister. Yeah.
Actually seen some school shootings stop from happening since then. So that's one of my life's works, is what I do.
Lauren, let me ask you this. When other school shootings happen, when Virginia Tech happens, what goes through your mind?
Oh, it's devastating. And it breaks my heart because I know the hurt and the pain that those students, teachers, faculty, family members, neighbors, communities go through. And it breaks my heart to know that they have to walk through all those emotions like us Columbine kids had to walk through.
Yeah. It's 10 years. Is 10 years important to you?
I think it is. It's a monumental moment to look back on the past 10 years of my life and look at how far I've grown, the journey that I've been through, and the impact that this tragedy has had on the nation and the world.
Yeah. What is the most important thing, Lauren, you want people to know about how you are, how the rest of your classmates are?
I think for myself personally, I guess my biggest mission has been taking this tragedy and turning it into a triumph, as far as taking something that was so terrible and horrible and turning it around into something positive. And I know Craig feels the same way, as far as seeing how the stories of the survivors and the stories of the people that lost their lives can really make us appreciate each and every day that we have. It's empowering to say that I have survived the situation and have been able to take our stories and our messages across the nation and bring hope to a lot of people.
Lauren and Craig, thank you very much for your time this morning. Do take care. Be well.
Thank you.
Thank you.